Hello, California Away Team volunteers across all of our counties. This is Shabir Safdar. I'm the founder of the California Away Team, and I wanted to take a moment to give you a quick status on the program, where we are, what's happening right now, what's going on, and talk about the big blue wave that we are building, that you are building, in preparation for the March and then the November elections. So first things first, there's a couple volunteers that I really think we should thank. First of all, there's if you see any of our social media posts, that's the work of social media marketer Britt Davies, who has been with us since and lent us her husband since 2016, helping us out. We also have some new faces. We are going to say goodbye to longtime newsletter editor Lori Anderson, and she's been so sweet and made sure that newsletter went out every week and operating really independently. And so we all, I owe her my thanks, as do we all. And then we have two new people on staff, on volunteer staff. One is Derrick Pallas, who is managing events on the website and making sure they get social events. And then there's also Carolyn Chitty, who is taking over for Miss Anderson on the newsletter. So thanks to all of those. Right now in the project, you've got, if they haven't already dropped, you've got all the postcard pledges that you collected from voters, from forgetful Democrats and some NPPs have been mailed back. And that's super exciting. We all owe a big debt of thanks to Cheryl McKinney, who is our volunteer staff designer, who worked with every one of the 3 counties to get their materials designed and then submitted to the printer. And that was a huge bulk of work on her part, and you know, we all owe her a great deal of thanks. We've also got some volunteer leaders in each of the counties. In Placer, Ellen Debach-Riley, who's also running for Democratic Party Central Committee, which I heartily endorse. Has been working her tail off, and she is actually going to be doing an experiment to expand the away team model to some no party preference voters after March, which is very exciting. As you all know, in El Dorado, where we started this cycle, we've got Frank Porter, Carla Meadows, and Joel Wiley, who has made a great deal of progress on understanding the data behind the database that the state party gives each of the county parties. And then in Calaveras, we owe a big debt of thanks to Don Stump and Laura Lowell. And there's so many volunteers. Underneath each one of those individuals is dozens and dozens and dozens of people who help and canvass. That's all very exciting. The last people I want to recognize, and you're going to see why, is that Barbara G and Shane Carter make sure that our data and report cards are up to date, because it's really important to us that you see that we're making progress, and most importantly, that you see that we've got effectiveness and that we've got actually metrics that we're tracking and holding ourselves responsible to. So Barbara is great at that, and Shane has been helping distinctly with one project I want to show you. If you go to our website, right here, you'll see that there is a new nav item called the leaderboard. Now, if you've been coming to away team canvases, you know that we've been handing out these cool pins, away team volunteer pins. They're really nice enamel pins that have been printed. And if you've been coming to a couple of canvases, you know that there's more than one pin. So for example, if you came to a canvas 3 times, you got a Patriot pin, has a big 3 on it. And those are for canvassers who come to 3 events. And if you come to 6 events, you get a 6 turf pin. It looks like this, but you can see probably better on that drawing that I submitted to the printer who printed them. And I'm here to announce that there is now a 9 pin. No one's earned it yet, but there is a Defender of Democracy pin. It is the 9 pin. We'll be printing those soon. And you can see your progress and where you are by looking at the leaderboard. So if you go to our website and you click on leaderboard, you can see, you can click on this link and actually see your own totals, or you can actually take a look at who's got the topmost number of canvassing shifts done this year. Frank Porter, also lead volunteer, has seven canvassing shifts. That each canvassing shift is 100 points, and Ellen Chapman is tied with him. So both of them should have 6 pins, 6 Protector of Democracy pins, and Julie Chapman is right on the heels of Ellen with 600, and then Ralph Copeland with 500, Mickey Williamson with 500, and on down. So it'd be super exciting if you want to check on your own totals. Every time you go and you canvas and you sign in and you're actually there, Shane rationalizes your sign up sheet with the point totals. And usually within a few days after the canvas, these are updated. So make sure you sign in every time you go to canvas for the away team, and make sure you go out and canvas. So if you need to see events, they're always here on our homepage. So you can see we've got a number of them coming up in February. And then El Dorado Hills is running a last weekend strategy to turn out all kinds of voters that last weekend before the March primary. And so there's going to be a lot of events right around there that you can hit. I want to just mention one more thing. You know that we've been working very hard at the end of 2019 to raise money for the 3 counties in which we work. And we raised all of our money. As you can see here, it goes to buy postage and the printing that the postcard pledge is glued down to, and the envelopes. And we raised enough money to cover all that. And we actually, believe it or not, raised all of our money 13 days early. So we were going to run through the second week of January. We raised it all by the new year, by New Year's Eve, actually. And so we turned off our fundraiser and stopped asking people to donate. You can if you really want to still, but at this point we have enough for a while, and so we're going to focus on letting you know about events. If you have any questions about upcoming events, please go ahead and email us, or you can also just go to the homepage and look up an event and sign up for it. And for Shabir and the California Way team and all the volunteers, we just want to say thank you very much for both your time and your money and your efforts. Go out there and earn yourself a new pin. Maybe the 6, maybe the 9. You can do it. There's a lot of events coming up. Have a great day.